Hi children, welcome to our channel. We are learning about tissues. What is a tissue? What is the utility of tissues in multicellular organism? So students, come and follow me. We are learning about tissues. We recall that all living organisms are made of cells in unicellular organisms. A single cell performs all basic functions. For example, in amoeba, a single cell carries out movement, intake of food, gaseous exchange, and excretion. But in multicellular organisms, there are millions of cells. Most of these cells are specialized to carry out specific functions. Each specialized function is taken up by a different group of cells. Since these cells carry out only a particular function, they do it very efficiently. In human beings, muscle cells contract and relax to cause movement. Nerve cells carry messages. Blood flows to transport oxygen, food, hormones, and waste material, and so on. In plants, vascular tissue conduct food and water from one part of the plant to other parts. So, multicellular organism, so division of labor. Cells specializing in one function are often grouped together in the body. This means that a particular function is carried out by a cluster of cells at a definite place in the body. This cluster of cells, called a tissue, is arranged and designed so as to give the highest possible efficiency of function. Blood, phylum, and muscle are all examples of tissues. A group of cells that are similar in structure and or work together to achieve a particular function forms a tissue. Are plants and animals made of same type of tissues? Come. Structure and functions are to be compared. Plants and animals have the same structure. Do they both perform similar functions? There are noticeable difference between the two. Plants are stationary or fixed. They don't move since they have to be upright. They have a large quantity of supportive tissue. The supportive tissue generally has dead cells. Animals, on the other hand, move around in search of food, mates, and shelters. They consume more energy as compared to plants. Most of the tissues they contain are living. Another difference between animals and plants is in the pattern of growth. The growth in plants is limited to certain regions, while this is not so in animals. There are some tissues in plants that divide throughout their life. These tissues are localized in certain regions. Based on the dividing capacity of the tissues, various plants tissues can be classified as growing or meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Cell growth in animal is more uniform, so there is no such demarcation of dividing and non-dividing regions in animals. The structural organization of organs. The organ systems is far more specialized and localized in complex animals than even in very complex plants. This fundamental difference reflects in different moods of life pursued by these two major groups of organisms, particularly in the different feeding methods. Also, they are differently adapted for a sedentary existence on one hand, plants, and active locomotion on the other, animals, contributing to this difference in organ system design. It is with difference to these complex animals and plant bodies that we will now talk about the concept of tissues in some detail. Plant tissues, meristematic tissue, growth of roots in onion bulb. Take 2 glass jars and fill them with water. Now take 2 onion bulbs and place one on each jar as shown in picture. Observe the growth of roots in both the bulbs for a few days. Measure the length of roots on the 1, 2 and 3. On the day 4, cut the root tips of the onion bulbs in jar 2 by about 1 centimeter. After this, observe the growth of roots in both the jars and measure their lengths each day for 5 more days and record the observations in table like this below. From the above observations, answer the following questions. Which of the two onions has longer roots? Why? Do the roots continue growing even after we have removed the tips? Why would the tips stop growing in jar 2 after we cut them? The growth of plants occurs only in certain specific regions. This is because the dividing tissue, also known as meristematic tissue, is located only at these points. Depending on the region where they are present, meristematic tissue are classified as apical, lateral, and intercalary. New cells produced by meristem are initially like those of meristem itself, but as they grow and mature, their characteristics slowly change and they become differentiated as components of other tissues. Come and follow the picture. Locate of meristematic tissue in plant. Apical meristem, intercalary meristem, lateral meristem. Apical meristem is present at the growing tips of stems and roots and increase the length of the stem and the root. The girth of the stem or root increases due to lateral meristem like cambium. Intercalary meristem seen in some plants is located near the node. Section of a stem. Cuticle, epidermis, parenchyma, parenchyma, phylum, xylem, vascular bundle. And intercellular spaces, wall thickenings, nucleus, vacuole, cell wall, thick lignified walls, narrow lumen, lignified thick wall, various types of simple tissues, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, transverse sections, longitudinal section.